remain. The murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. There were no errors in the testimony of the witness, and I'm not finishing that sentence because that's the fakest shit I've ever seen.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4pixels. Coco is here with Buttons, Brandon, and Jamie, and we are continuing Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright.
Somehow we keep getting invited back. I really don't know how this works.
Yeah.
Could you read that line?
I guess.
Thank you.
You've got quite an imagination, partner. We got a term for that. It's called circumstantial evidence.
Circumstantial evidence? He's still denying it.
You're gonna have to do better than that to break a detective. Unless you have hard evidence proving I dressed up as the victim.
Oh my god, it's his little fucking pin thing.
Hmm?
I thought the entire time that he just had a busted ass hand. Because they chose the same color for his little pin as for when he does the finger guns.
I'll have to look at that.
Oh,
Man, I have no idea what you're talking about. You're probably just crazy.
thanks.
No problem.
What a great show of friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the best
I mean,
show.
dragging each other is the greatest show of friendship.
Exactly.
I can't say I particularly care for your uncooperative disposition.
I can't say I care for your beard, but you don't hear me complaining.
20-minute recess to spank the witness.
Oh. You gotta take me out on a date first.
In a less enjoyable way, it's going to be real bad. Trust me, I'm good at this. My kids hate me.
Well, Mr. White, do you have any evidence? Any evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt that Officer Marshall dressed up as the victim? All of the fucking facial hair. Literally everywhere.
The fact that that's not actually some kind of evidence we could have found is almost a sad situation.
It really is.
Can we flip the glove inside out?
Find it just covered in hair. Well, who am I kidding? I don't have anything like that.
I can see the fear in your eyes, partner. Seems you're the one who couldn't take the desert heat.
Cool. Could you yell no one more time for 4 seconds again? That'd be great. I just want to hear it again, you know?
Heck! This can't be happening! It's so obvious he's the one! What can I do? Maybe Mia will possess Edgeworth.
Looks like your lack of experience has finally been exposed. I'll pass on to you what someone told me when I was just starting out. Don't do this as a job. It's not fun, you won't enjoy it, and you're not good at it. When you've run into a wall with no place to go, return to the basics. I believe in you, right?
Taking a lot of effort for him to say that.
Yeah.
It's twitching on the floor. The basics? For me, that would be what Mia used to tell me.
Nick, try thinking outside the box.
Also, don't take this job. You're bad at it and it's not fun.
I shouldn't look for proof that Officer Marshall was in disguise. But rather, I should look for evidence that came about because he was in disguise.
Why do you think this locker was open in the first place?
Giant fucking paper sticking out of the dipshit. What do you mean?
There's no reason for Officer Marshall to open this locker at the scene of the crime. Time of the crime, not the scene of the time. Yet he did, despite the chance it might be discovered later, as it has been.
Doing good, Edgeworth. Which means he didn't originally plan to open the locker. According to the defense's argument, Officer Jake Marshall dressed up as Detective Goodman at the time of the crime. Then, after the crime was committed, he opened his own locker for some unknown reason.
The fact that a white cloth is sticking out of the locker seems to indicate that he opened it in order to put the cloth inside.
So, just exactly what was this piece of cloth? Perhaps the video is the key to all of our unanswered questions.
So let's watch it for another 5 minutes.
I don't have any evidence, so this video is my only shot. Very well. Let's take yet another look at the security tape. After committing the crime, the witness opened the locker to put away the white cloth. Please show us why the witness had to open his locker. Cause of fucking Meekins?
I'm just doing this one since it is a pain to go through all this.
For some reason, you disguised yourself as Detective Goodman and entered the evidence room. I don't know what that reason was yet.
It.
Yeet!
This case is empty!
However, something unexpected happened. Officer Meekins barged in on you. When asked to show your ID card, you pulled a knife on him like a dick. However, Officer Meekins panicked. And the white coat you were wearing was soiled with blood. A bloody white coat. You couldn't just walk out like that. So you hid the coat in your locker.
Not bad, huh, partner?
You mean that giant fucking coat was supposed to fit in that little locker?
I mean, we don't know how
Cool, I
big they
guess.
are.
They don't look super big.
Now then, Officer Marshall. Are you ready to tell us the truth?
I think the bigger question is, does that mean he was like running around kind of partially naked?
Or he was just an idiot and just slapped the white coat on top of everything else that he wore.
Looks like I underestimated y'all.
Undomesticated?
Underestimated. Y'all. Yank. I hope you're happy now, Mr. Edgeworth.
Not to mention he didn't cover his face, right? So he walked into a place that he works on a daily basis.
He literally
Dressed
said
up
he
as
doesn't
another
do his
dude.
job, though.
Yeah, but he still has to show up to clock in. And people know about him in the area. And, like, Goodman's a thing that also works there.
thing.
Are you sure?
So,
Are you sure?
yeah, last I checked.
He has to be here long enough to rack up like 40 like empty whiskey bottles. So I mean, he's obviously there.
He had
Yeah,
to show
2
up enough to
weeks.
fucking decorate all around the spot that he supposedly works.
Considering he doesn't do his job, maybe people don't recognize him all that well.
Yeah, I fucking guess, right?
They just
2 years ago.
they just come in and like, where's all this cowboy paraphernalia coming from?
All's gonna get
The
to
chief, yeah, chief is just putting shit everywhere now.
If you were only half as persistent then as you were today, we all wouldn't have to be here now, would we?
Officer Marshall, tell the court what you did. All of it.
I let Meekins kick the shit out of me.
Right? Seems the time has come.
Straight up eat.
Marshall's confession.
I had to do it that day. I couldn't just stand by and let it die. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I planned to take out the evidence. I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out. Managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera. There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
So the supposed victim was really you.
But there's one thing I still don't understand.
Only one?
Well, apparently, large quantities of blood traces were found on the floor of the evidence room. If no one was murdered, then how could that be?
Did you look at Meekin's fucking hand, my guy?
Officer Meekins managed to cut his own hand.
Yeah, so he cut his hand, bled a lot, and they said this must be a murder scene, even though there's not a body somewhere. All right, let's call it a murder scene. Let's go, guys.
I mean, that sounds about right for this entire.
Yeah, the writing for this
It
isn't
actually-
100% good.
That actually sounds like an extra good job by the police department in this universe.
My guess is he's a donor.
It looks like too much blood for that.
He's got thin blood. He's a thin boy.
Just because you're thin doesn't mean you're Wait,
Blood,
you
blood doesn't have that much to doesn't have any places to go. It just sort of up to the head and out of the hand.
Oh. I had to do it that day. I couldn't just let it stand by and let it die.
You know I had to do it too.
God damn it!
I couldn't just let it die.
Oh. When you say it, you mean
Do you even have to ask, partner?
the SL9 incident. The slime, if you will.
2 years have passed since that case was closed. It was going to completely end with the transferal that day.
Psych!
Not if I have anything to do with it. That incident's not over.
But what did you hope to accomplish by sneaking into the evidence room?
When a case is closed, only the detective who was in charge of it can look through the evidence. Wanted to have a look at it myself one more time. No matter what the cost. I don't care what anyone says, partner. That case is mine.
But Officer Marshall wasn't in charge of that investigation. Why does he care so much about it?
That day was my last chance. That's why. I stole the detective's ID and dressed like him. I'm planning to take out the evidence.
Why did you disguise yourself as Detective Goodman?
If I didn't make it look like Goodman was carrying out the evidence transferal, I'd be arrested for stealing evidence, which wouldn't get me anywhere.
So you did it to fool the security cameras.
And the detective's ID card.
I stole that the morning of the incident.
So that really was why Goodman started filling out that lost item report.
I returned his ID card. I left it on the floor of the prosecutor's office parking lot.
The ID card I found was left there by Officer Marshall.
So essentially, you managed to succeed despite your lack of foresight.
What do you mean, partner?
I mean the fingerprint-activated lock, of course. No matter how well you disguise yourself, you can't change your fingerprints. Normally, that locker shouldn't have opened.
So it opened because a rubber glove was stuck in the door by chance? Then Detective Goodman must have opened the locker before Officer Marshall.
I wasn't expecting Officer Meekins. I knocked him out.
Why would you do that?
You pulled a knife on Officer Meekins and tried to drive him off?
Let's just say I was a little surprised. I only planned on being in the evidence room for no more than 5 minutes. I didn't think anyone would actually come in during that short time.
Officer Meekins. Certainly he is a 1 in a million type of person. Mistaking a detective for an intruder and demanding to be shown his ID.
I'll have to think a little more about his raise this year.
Don't be mean to Meekins, you dick
He
nugget.
did like a great fucking job. Get out of here. Maybe train your employees a little better. It's his fault.
When did Edgeworth get so much influence?
Anyway, he threw himself at me and I ended up cutting him slightly. Sorry it had to turn out this way. With me knocking him out and everything.
By the way, what happened to your knife?
I am oh.
Oh,
Christ.
you mean this one?
I don't know what to say.
So, what happened next?
Continue to ignore the knife in the courtroom.
I was gonna say, I don't know why we didn't bring that up earlier. Dude's got a weapon in a courtroom.
we're just so desensitized to the bullshit.
Pretty much.
That's legit. Let it. He's not only like drinking like alcohol, but also like using a giant hunting.
Yeah, I guess I won't complain too much. He's actually being pretty decent in regards to like admitting things and not arguing too much. So maybe just
Unlike-
wants to let it go.
Unlike
I also-
some people we know.
Wright also has 2 knives in his pocket, so it's not that big a deal. He wins technically.
He also he also has a cookie. We can't forget about that
Never-
deadly weapon.
Choke his ass with a cookie. Yeah, it's got a little pin on the back.
Never bring a knife to an evidence knife fight.
Never bring a knife to a cookie fight.
Managed to escape. I knew which areas wouldn't be caught on the camera.
I watched him move left and right, so I just sort of, did the thing.
So you did your research beforehand? Despite not doing your fucking job?
Or research beforehand.
Those who go into the desert unprepared don't live long, partner. I didn't think it'd make a difference, though. The security tape is erased every 6 hours. If all had gone as planned, no footage would have been left.
However, you bloodied your coat in your struggle with Officer Meekins.
If someone was in the security room when I came out, the jig would have been up. I opened my locker and stashed it in there.
What was Officer Meekins doing during that time?
What else? He was sleeping like a baby.
A bloody baby.
So what you're saying is on that day,
There wasn't any murder in the evidence room at 5:15.
But the blood found at the scene certainly indicates a crime took place.
What, are you blind? The victim shown on that tape is me. I'm not dead yet, partner.
We could fix that.
So you stole the evidence from the locker.
Actually, no, I didn't.
Why not?
When I opened the locker, the evidence was already gone.
what? Mr. Edgeworth, where is that evidence?
It's still missing, Your Honor.
Are you fucking shitting me? Detective Goodman's locker was already empty. Someone else stole the evidence. Officer Marshall, may I ask you one thing?
Fire away, partner. It's a free country. Just remember, I'm also free to decide whether or not to answer.
You're under oath,
He can
though.
plead the fifth.
Why did you do this? Stealing a detective's ID? Injuring a police officer? This is no small offense.
Moreover, you're an officer yourself. This will have serious consequences. It can't just be forgiven with a simple cut in salary.
And not that
Not that salad cuts are ever good.
not that salary cuts are ever a valid solution.
Like I said, this isn't your case. This
All right.
one's mine.
Don't click. No! I want to examine that finger. What was the deal with the finger guns you were talking
Okay,
about?
so see the finger guns? Look at his little badge
Oh.
kind of behind it.
Yeah.
They picked the same color scheme. So I thought for the longest time he just had like a weird claw hand going on for the sprite.
Yeah, that looked really weird, honestly.
I mean, if I squint.
It super fucked me up because I couldn't see the finger guns for the longest time.
It might also be the quality of Discord because it seems pretty clear on my end, but yeah.
It's clear enough that I don't see some weird claw hand on mine.
Like,
Yeah. Sorry, you may continue. I just wanted to figure out this claw hand thing.
thanks, Brandon.
Thanks.
Shitting on me.
And I'll do anything it takes to get an answer I'm satisfied with.
I get a feeling this is my line that's on the screen, but I'm outlining this claw hand. It bothers me so bad.
Present this evidence.
The witness has an unusual amount of zeal. Let's hear more.
Oh god, it's the child under the cloak.
Which
Does it
child,
exact-
though?
3 children. I can't just forget the SL9 incident. You know why?
Because you got fucking demoted.
Yeah.
You and your friends.
But that case was solved 2 years ago, wasn't it?
Like hell.
That's the reason the evidence was stored in the evidence room. We don't actually put evidence in there that we need.
Joe Dock was convicted for those crimes. One thing I can say for sure, he deserved his sentence.
I remember the Joe Dark case. It involved serial murders, didn't it?
I don't intend to complain about how it turned out. But there's something that still bothers me. Something went down at that trial. Something no one would talk about.
What happened?
Well, I'm not gonna talk about it.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Why is he so concerned with that incident? Maybe I should present him with what I think his real reason is. Do I even know that, though? I had a feeling we'd wind up here sooner or later. Everyone involved here is related in some way to that case. I'd better take another look at the files.
Does that mean we actually have to look at that stack of fucking files?
Yeah, that's the next episode. It's just us looking at them and reading them.
There's like 400 pages we have to shift through.
Files for the Dark Killings solved 2 years ago. Incident number SL9 closed. Criminal Joe Dark. Crime serial murder. Sentence death.
Rip.
Victims Edward Jones, Edith Kirby, Jeff Bates, Jason Knights, Rachel Moss, Neil Marshall. Trial data. Head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses Lana Skye, Emma Skye. Investigation Task Force. Executive investigators Damon Gant, Lana Skye. Head investigator Bruce Goodman. Investigators Jake Marshall, Angel Starr.
So is Neil Marshall his, like, older brother and he's out for revenge or some bullshit? Because that seems pertinent.
I'm about to say that's my guess.
I was going to assume it was his partner, but that works too. What with the spaghetti being...
Fucking
know,
Lady and the Tramp.
Spaghetti he's eating.
Check out this claw hand I got there.
It fucking bothers the shit out of me.
Officer Marshall, I think I understand. I think I know why you care so much about the SL9 incident.
Look at how much paperwork it produced.
Sounds like you've been sipping too much cactus juice, partner.
It's just water, though.
Starts to freak out. No! No! Just read it now!
Oh my God.
I have the SL9 incident file here. The name Marshall is mentioned in here, in a list of murder victims. You're actually dead!
Are you currently a ghost?
Shit, we solved it. Good
La
job, guys.
Fantoma Marshall.
Fantoma Marshall. Neil Marshall, are you related to this man?
Neil Marshall.
Yeah. I'm sure you've heard the name. 2 years ago. He received the same lousy prosecutor award you got.
What? A prosecutor?
He must be talking about the King of Prosecutors Award. Oh, is that why it's all janked up?
Now I remember. Prosecutor Neil Marshall. He handled the Slenine case before I did.
That's right. He was killed. And that case fell into your hands.
Your non-claw man hands.
But what's his relation to you?
He was my brother. He was investigating the murders with Damon Gant, the chief detective at the time. The group of detectives I was part of worked under him. We were desperate to prosecute the killer. Joe Dart. My brother fought Dark and was killed. That was the first time Dark left behind any evidence. That was all we needed. He was arraigned and incarcerated. Case was finally closed. At least, according to the public records.
What do you mean?
My brother couldn't have been killed by Joe Dart. I knew my brother better than anyone. No one could have beaten him in a fight.
And that's it. That's your reason for your insane actions.
Makes more sense than most of the stuff that's happened in this game.
There's more to my brother's death than what the records say. No matter how much you try to hide it, you can't fool me.
I like that both of the siblings had a cowboy aesthetic going on. You know, to prevent confusion.
Their hats were different.
Well, at least one thing's for certain. Now we know what happened at the police department on the day of the crime.
Thank God.
Fucking amazing.
That was the last day the SL9 case could be reopened. Not satisfied with its resolution, Officer Marshall planned to steal the evidence.
Disguising himself as Detective Goodman, he entered the evidence room.
Good, just like we rehearsed.
Officer Meekins confronted him, so he rendered him unconscious and fled.
Yes, this mystery has finally been cleared up. No murder took place at the police department that day. The things that happen by chance never cease to amaze. At exactly the same time as the murder at the prosecutor's office, this fake murder was going on at the police department.
Chance? It's got to be more than just that.
So, if no one was murdered at the police department on the day of the crime, that means the murder in the prosecutor's office parking lot was the big one.
Which, in turn, means only one person could have committed the crime. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky.
But wait! A verdict wasn't reached in yesterday's trial.
Well, reverse objection! Which is why we examined the incident at the police department today.
But...
There's only one reason the defendant was not convicted yesterday. There yet remained the mystery of the simultaneous murder at the police department.
It seems to me this boy's got the draw on you, partner.
Oh, shut up, Marshall.
Don't tell me to shut up, I'll pinch you with my goddamn claw.
He's just over here like a peanut butter. Just, well, I'm already fucked, so I'm just gonna drink whiskey and, make shitty comments.
Haha, fuck you, right? All the mysteries at the police department have been uncovered. No contradictions remain. The murder took place at the prosecutor's office. The only suspect is Lana Sky. There were no errors in the testimony of the witness, and I'm not finishing that sentence because that's the fakest shit I've ever seen. If you have a response, make it one word or less.
Objection.
Die and throw the fucking knives at him.
Arg!
Fuck off. I rest my case.
Edgar telling himself to fuck off.
Oh my god, this is so dumb.
It seems this trial has reached its conclusion. There's no room for doubt.
Oh my god. Well done, Mr. Wright. Thanks to you, I didn't need to waste my time. Disproving the alleged murder at the police department.
Objection!
Objection intensifies.
Objection mega intensifies.
And with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
Bye, everybody. Don't forget to lotion up your crab hands.
What?
見てないで早くあそこまで飛んでいこうよ
ああ行こうリーファ
I really like Leafa's outfit in this. I don't remember if she has that in the anime or not. I don't think so. I have to rewatch it. I really enjoy the background music in this though. It's very calming. Well gleamed.
着いたなここがス
Spark
バルト
on
アルヘイム
そうだね